Juan Mende Scott's #1 fan, Chapter 13. Kim driving his sleek black Ferrari, Sydney pulled up to the entrance of the Marriott Key Hotel to let me out. The car's engine purred as I stepped out, its black exterior gleaming under the streetlights. I went in to get our room while he parked the car. As soon as he walked in, I had his glass of Patron waiting for him on the table. I stood at the window, sipping my own glass of Patron, looking out over Rosslyn, Virginia, and the Key Bridge that led to Georgetown, my favorite part of town. The view was mesmerizing, the lights reflecting off the Potomac River, creating a shimmering tableau of the city. I could hear Sydney shedding his clothes, the rustle of fabric hitting the floor. He couldn't wait, especially when he saw me standing there at the window, butterball naked and already wet. After we finished making love, we sat up in bed sipping more Patron. I could see the drowsiness settling in his eyes. "You look sleepy," I said, leaning over and kissing him on the shoulder. "Yeah, I know," he said, trying to keep his eyes open. "I just feel tired and sluggish all of a sudden." "I want you to relax and get some sleep," I said, still kissing his shoulder, trailing my lips up to his neck. "You know, after I divorce Debbie, would you sign a prenuptial agreement and marry me?" he asked with a grin, his words slurring. I kept kissing him, letting him know I was in no mood to talk about divorces and prenups. He peered at me, his eyelids heavy. "Would you?" he asked again, eyebrows raised and eyes blinking shut. I don't want to talk about that right now," I said, giving him a counterfeit grin. "I want to watch you sleep so we can make love again when you wake up." Just like that, Sydney was out. I grabbed his drink before he spilled it all over the bed and reached over him to set it on the nightstand next to the lamp. I placed my own drink on my side of the bed. I wasted no time getting out of bed and hurrying over to the dresser to get Sydney's keys. They were simple. The Ferrari had no key but a key fob because it started and stopped with a button. There was only one key on this keychain, the key to his house. Before I got dressed, I looked at Sydney to make sure he was asleep. He was out cold. Poor thing. He didn't know I had slipped 2 crushed sleeping pills into his drink before he got to the room. I got dressed, left the hotel room, found where he parked the Ferrari, jumped in it, and drove to a nearby Home Depot before they closed. I had keys made for his house. Not for me, but for the #1 fan.